Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum student. Welcome to the AppSex online support program and I'm your teacher Muhammad Wakas Munir. Welcome to the general science class students. We are discussing chapter number 2. We are on week number 3, lesson number 12 and today our topic is important elements for the life. First of all, we will recap our previous lesson in which we have discussed some important elements for the life. We have discussed about iron, sodium, potassium and magnesium. Today we will discuss remaining elements for the life in today's lesson. Student, today we will be able to discuss about calcium, phosphorus, fluorine, chlorine and iodine. Some elements are found to be essential students for the maintenance of our health, agriculture and daily life uses. We shall not attempt to cover all the elements known to be involved in the above mentioned functions. Instead, we will discuss only those that are presently recognized to be the most important or about which most is known. Based on one or both of these criterias, we will discuss about today about calcium, phosphorus, fluorine, chlorine and iodine. First of all, we will discuss about calcium. Students, calcium is used in cell wall, in bones and some shells that are present as important compound. It is also involved in blood clotting. Blood clotting is actually when we will suffer from any injury, the blood comes from our body and it is calcium which makes a clot. That brown surface on from where blood comes from our body, that is known as clotting. So calcium is an important element in the blood clotting. उसको जख्म आना कहते हैं ना कि जब आपकी बॉडी से ब्लड निकलता है तो उसके बाद जो जख्म आता है उसको क्लॉटिंग कहते हैं. In plants, student, calcium concentration ranges from 0.1% to 1%. Moreover, it has an important role in the structure and the permeability of the cell membrane. Permeability of the cell membrane means it is a cell membrane is a semi-permeable membrane. It allows some particles to pass through it. That is why it is known as semi-permeable membrane. So calcium plays an important role in the cell membrane as well. Moreover, students, lack of calcium produces a breakdown of the general membrane structure. When the amount of the calcium is less, it is responsible for the breakdown of the membrane structure. It is also used as a deoxidant in steel casting. Student, deoxidant mean a substance that reduces the amount of oxygen in a substance, especially a metal, or reduces oxide compounds. Show the declension of the deoxidant. So deoxidant is a substance that reduces the amount of oxygen in a substance. So it is the calcium is used as a deoxidant in steel casting. It is used in extraction of uranium and in the preparation of the calcium fluoride and the calcium hydride. So these are the uses of the calcium. Next we will discuss about phosphorus. Phosphorus occurs in most plants in concentration between 0.1 to 0.4% students. Plants absorb H2PO4 minus hydrogen phosphate and HPO4 minus orthophosphate ions. Plant absorb these ions actually. The most important function of phosphorus is in energy storage and energy transfer. Means it store the energy as well and it transfer the energy as well to the plants. Moreover, adenosine diphosphates, that is ADP, and adenosine triphosphate, that is ATP, acts as energy currency in plants. Means they distribute the energy in the plants, or they are responsible for the energy in the plants. In human beings, during the metabolism, and in plants during the photosynthesis. We have discussed the process of photosynthesis in the previous lectures as well. It is a process in which the plants make their own food using the sunlight. So, phosphorus is also used in photosynthesis in plants during photosynthesis, and the energy is stored in the form of adenosine diphosphate and adenosine triphosphate. So phosphorus is has an important role in the growth of the plants as well. Moreover, students, when the phosphate compounds form either ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate, and ADP, that is adenosine diphosphate, it is split off. Relatively, when it's split off or when it breaks down, a large amount of energy, that is 12,000 calories per mole, is released or liberated. So when ADP and ATP is split off or the breakdown, a large amount of energy is released. It is an important constituent of DNA. DNA is known as deoxyribonucleic acid, and RNA, that is ribonucleic acid. It is an important constituent of bones. It is an important constituent of teeth, some shells, membranes, and phospholipids as well. Students, it is also used in the form of superphosphate and triphosphate in fertilizers. Phosphoric acid and its salts are used in food industry, detergents, and in the baking powder. It is also used in the matchsticks to make the matches. So these are the uses of the phosphorus. Next element is students fluorine. Traces of the fluorine, that is 2.5 part per million in diet, is essential for the optimum growth, and it strengthens the teeth in the mammals. Mammals are the kind of animals that give the babies, that give birth to the babies. Fluorine generally occur in plant material in the range of 2 to 20 part per million in the dry matter. Although some plant species are capable of accumulating higher amounts, accumulating means uh, इकट्ठा करना. The high concentration of fluorine, that is 200 part per million in plants, is toxic to animal. Toxic means it is dangerous to animal. So it is neither required for the plant's growth nor it plays an important role in plant metabolism. Some fluorides and other compounds of the fluorine are used as refrigerant, means in the refrigerators, anesthetic एनेस्थेटिक कहते हैं बेहोश करने के लिए इस्तेमाल की जाती हैं जो चीजें नॉन स्टिक इंसुलेटर. Moreover, the hydrofluoric acid is used in etching glass to make the design on the glass. Etching glass means to make the design on the glass, and in cleaning steel. Sodium fluoride in trace amount is also used for the fluoridation of the drinking water, while the tin fluoride is used in toothpaste to protect the decay of the tooth. यानी आपके दांतों को कीड़े से बचाने के लिए टूथपेस्ट में फ्लोरीन को इस्तेमाल किया जाता है. ठीक है. Next element is chlorine. Although the chlorine gas is very poisonous, but it has many beneficial use in daily life. Poisonous means खतरनाक है. It is used to kill the germs and the bacteria, and is commonly used in domestic bleaches. Domestic bleaches means the bleaches which we use in our homes. It is also used in water purification and in swimming pools. Means to purify the water, chlorine is used. Polyvinyl chloride is a common plastic compound of the chlorine and it is known as PVC. It is used in the pipes. PVC means polyvinyl chloride. It has many uses, especially as an insulator. और एज अ वाटरप्रूफिंग मटेरियल। वाटरप्रूफिंग मटेरियल वो वाला मटेरियल होता है जो अ, चीज़ों को जो पानी की सेंसिटिव चीज़ें होती हैं, जो रेजिस्ट करती हैं पानी को। It is an essential element for the higher plants and the mammals. For example, sodium chloride is used as a table salt as well. It is used as electrolyte and hydrochloric acid as digestive juices in the body. Deficiency of the chlorine means if the chlorine is in the less quantity, it causes impaired growth in infants. Chlorine is also essential for the plants. It is used in chloroplast, which is essential for photosynthesis. Plants which make up large amount of chloride usually have high water content, means the amount of the water in that plant is high. The last element is iodine. Iodine is used in making dyes for the color photography and in pharmaceutical chemicals. Pharmaceutical chemicals are the chemicals which are used in medicines. A dilute solution of the iodine is used in ethanol, which is known as tincture of iodine. When we suffer from an injury, we use the tincture of iodine, and it is also commonly used as antiseptic. Antiseptic means these are the chemicals that prevent the growth of the disease-causing microorganisms. Moreover, student, it is an essential element in many organisms. Low iodine availability in the certain areas increases the incidence of goiter. Goiter is a disease which happens at the neck due to the deficiency of the iodine. So iodine 131 is used to treat the thyroid disease, which is known as goiter. Deficiency of the iodine actually causes the goiter. So we have to accumulate such things which contains enough amount of iodine. Iodine has not been shown to be essential to the plants, but are reputed to produce stimulating effects on the plant growth at low concentration. In healthy plants, the iodine is about 0.5 parts per million at higher concentration. So it is also essential for the plants in small quantity for their proper growth. I hope you understand today's lecture, students. If you have any question regarding the lecture, you can freely ask me on my WhatsApp number. The homework for the today's task is write a note on iodine, write a note on chlorine, and write down the uses of phosphorus. You can email me your assignments at my Gmail ID. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care, and Allah Hafiz.